Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Strategic Command World War I, Empires in Turmoil, the Shadow of the Tsar scenario versus Balthazor Strategic Arcana, the rematch. He's playing the reds, we're playing the whites, and this our 19th turn should be probably the last, one of the last turns of the year, and I think December probably. And yeah, we managed what we wanted to achieve. We got in our winter positions. We have to finalize the siege of Bryansk. Then we basically, which should normally happen or no problems. And then we can dig in and get ready for a potential summer offensive on Moscow. Let's see what the other fronts will bring. If the enemy is pushing somewhere, I kind of doubt it. I mean, the weather doesn't really allow for bigger maneuvers or anything. Oh, wise usage of the train, I feel like. Ha, the Karelians, amazing. Did he just evacuate Perm? Wow, ooh, hard push here onto our division. That's interesting, but yeah. Wow, did he push down there upon Voronezh, really going into attack mode there? Samara liberated, okay. Yeah, wait, December 7th, not Christmas. Religion is poison and the opiate of the mass. Keep puffing up that holy smoke, comrade. Nice. Damn, he out-propagandas me too often. Here are our divisions that we lost, basically. Right? I think these are our others, but yeah, we have them back. And the next core incoming. Lovely. I'm really happy we see Karelia here still unoccupied. That's amazing. Does it help us over here already? Nope. Did he really leave Perm? Wow, he did. Okay. Very interesting. I mean, that basically turns in the entire strategy up ad absurdum. I understand that he doesn't want to lose that one because he couldn't really hold this. At the same time, I mean, like, all he tried to do over here is now gone and the units somewhere else, and we're back at the status quo. I mean, we lost some units. Yeah, we have to see what we can do with the Ural ones right now. I mean, this one here, yeah, it is what it is. Here, that was, I think, smartly played by the enemy. Using the train to attack our cover here's really neat. I admire that. But I think Saratov we're going to siege. Yeah, and then having this one as a eastern flank. Yeah, this one's here that he comes up with this like really filled up line over here. It's really surprising to me. I mean, let's see. Maybe we can take out some more units by just this. Like I wouldn't have marched into this position if I was him. We're actually at the eastern bank of the Don here. I mean, because of Voronezh here, we might retreat. If he wants to follow, I think we're gonna actually retreat or reinforce. I'm not sure yet. Bryansk over here. Let's see if we can take them out this turn. I was surprised that he wasn't offered even as a dude that we can attach. Come on, let's do as much as we can, even if it's not necessary. Yeah, here it's extremely calm. Not even an attack here on the Estonians. Even if we could attack here, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. I mean, here it's stabilizing, but we didn't lose any. I was a little bit worried about our units here, but we didn't lose. I think he was busy doing other stuff as well. Alright, then let's start off, kick it off here in the north. Going in here, no debate about this one. Then we're going to shuffle in so we can upgrade. Next turn we're gonna shuffle over here. Let's... yeah. Bad situation and puts up some pressure. These guys here not yet. They will wait. Okay, here Olonets. When are we getting the February? So 2 turns potential division. I feel like we can hold this as long as there's no bad surprise over here. So I'm gonna reinforce. Nice. Over here, we're gonna hold the position basically, and keep our MPP with the Northern White. So much about that. Quite happy we have the. No, we have the HQ in here. Can we actually... no, there was no other possibly next to Maroshevsky. But look at the supply rate suddenly. Wow. With the HQ in. What a surprise, or not. Let's good attacking the harbor. We still can't harm them in here. The Brits are a little bit sad, but let's do this. The light cruiser doesn't seem to affect the supply over here. No. I guess we're gonna just keep it like that. Then here the northwestern wise, is there anything? I still haven't done command. I decided to buy rather that was last turn, right? I wanted to rather get the armored cars instead of taking up, but actually like giving the amount of units, it would be maybe smart. But let's see, let's give the Estonians what they deserve. Then I'm going to move the Latvians. Here, if we have some excessive MP at one day with the Latvians, I might even get a Latvian HQ. Then we have here 3 division spots or a Freikorps, but at the moment, nah, not really. Okay, I mean here we're in a good position in the end. Just can take their time, and not, just now stepping up doesn't make a lot of sense in my opinion. We could, I mean, in the end we could move the entire line up, but it just enables him to attack us. Actually, maybe now would be the time with the bad weather. Next turn when we can bring the artillery also. I think we're gonna move up entirely. And yeah, from a strategic perspective, it's going to be interesting to see. By the way, let's have a quick look for the 33%. Well, they got lots of units in the Bolsheviks, but we're still numerically quite superior. Let's have a quick look at the MPP when we're already on it. Yeah, we couldn't kill too much recently. That's, I mean, also now the time is speeding up, of course. Spent. No research recently. Yeah. I think the task of the Estonians will be to basically put as much pressure on the Narva front as possible, somehow. Light on their rating 7, that makes them really strong. And with a little bit of luck we can push them out even. I think it just keep on attacking. The question is when we start with that one. I think we're, yeah. It's going to be interesting. We don't have an exact setup yet. I mean, we'll probably have the Ukrainians army here in Bryansk. I think they're going to march on Smolensk, potentially. While Wrangel and, yeah, we might need an other HQ, kind of Wrangel and Denikin might push up here. If the enemy doesn't... I'm really surprised he keeps this long front of units down here. Does he want to, like, because we can I feel like, not always, but in the summer... we can easily, or halfway easily cut this off. Now he's throwing everything or a lot he has against us here. That's really impressive. Well. Let's see. Why would we let us switch down here? We talked about bigger strategic objectives. Yeah, that was what we're talking. I think the Ukrainians are going to be the western part, pushing towards Smolensk or Vyazma, while the other two should prepare to attack on like here eastwards, cutting them off, and then towards Moscow. Maybe can we actually buy another HQ here? 300, that's super expensive. We have, I mean, we have also the Kuban here to help us out a bit, and down here, of course, the Don Kazakhs, but might be with the increasing inflow of new units. Might be helpful. Yeah, but then these guys will have to flank that to some extent. Now we have 100. Okay, then now the time has come, I think. Double chitted infantry, no. Let's try to get some upgrade for a commander here too. Alrighty. The Poles have new units available. Yeah, we're gonna bring the Ulans here just for the reconnaissance too. We don't have too much here around actually, so we could use them even here. So set them up in Vilnius, and the recon bombers similarly. Okay, then the Poles in general. Just checking, you hold the line. I think we have to shuffle We don't have to, but I would like to shuffle since these have attack 1 already. But again, we're just out hunting these partisans in the Pripyat swamps. Just because we're also gonna entrench here these boys in Babruisk. Yeah, if he ever wants to go for who's this, by the way? Set mode. For Minsk again, with the Poles being in there, it's gonna be a very hard time for him. The Mogilev Ukrainians, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade them now. Yeah, we don't need to necessarily. How long does the HQ take? I think it's also a problem that HQs take so long. Oh, only 3. Oh, that's quite quick actually. So we could have a HQ in March, an extra one. It is tempting. It is tempting. 375. Let's see what we have to do. I don't want to make this decision immediately. We can definitely upgrade here the cavalry in the Polish one in Konotop that we might still use for quick raids or like border violations with the house rule, just for some reconnaissance. Then we have the Ukrainians over here and the Cubans. Let's see what we can do with these boys. The Armenians. Let's have the Armenians attack first. Okay, I think we won't take them this turn. That's good for him to level up. Maybe next turn they have 0 supply. Oh, we have actually great supply here. Then just to that we're not getting shocked from somewhere. Yeah, frontline supply now is more important. Even though, nah, I think we won't have enough money for the reinforcements since I want to fill up here. Yeah, one could argue we could of course try to attack also these cavalrists over here. Actually, it's very tempting, right? Because we have these boys idle. I will. And we can reach them here. We have the mobility. We have these 2 corps can attack. They're both. They're great. Actually, we can bring them to Wrangel also. And Wrangel is even better and should, best case, also level up a bit. Let's do that. Let's do that, and I think I'm gonna attack this cavalry even over the river. Yep. Action points 4. We have to take these boys first. And I think with the zone of control, also the Don should be a little bit fortified here. We are on the right hand of the Don with the weather. Yeah, it should be fine. Just we don't make sure that there's any bad surprises. I think I can move these. They could get an infantry unit upgrade, but not this turn. These boys. We'll need somebody over here to fight also the. Yeah, we'll need the Ukrainian militias. Since my main punch is going to be on this side, I'm moving even the core here. Yeah, I operated them here so I don't have to force my. Well, I'm gonna get the upgrade later. Yeah, bringing the division in here. Stacking up. Yeah, we won't kill this cavalry, but yeah, taking them down to 5 is already helpful. Okay, then down here with the Lead King, let's hunt the naval infantry in case, since they are not that strong. I think we're gonna actually remove the 2nd infantry here behind the river. I mean, the railway is nice, and they can of course destroy us here, but to be honest, we can buy them back cheap. We have them here behind the river entrenched. It costs them also movement. Yeah, if they want to, they can. And I'll also retreat back here after the attack, so they can hold the line here behind the river. Yeah, this core here needs the upgrade. So in West, yeah, we have them in the backhand in case they need to push in next turn. That's Arcana over here. They can pull out a bit. Let's just shuffle. Okay, that's it. Well, we don't have to destroy them. It costs also, and it's we get a good overview over the strength of the enemy over here. I mean, they're full strength, most of them, so it's not terrifying, but it's also not weak. You get to 10. Our fighters, I don't want to spend money on right now. Okay, okay, okay. We did... Oh, we don't even have... I thought we had reinforcements waiting for us to come in, but no. Let's set them up immediately, though. Okay, these boys can actually... This is the beauty. They can be set up somewhere closer. Okay, the Kuban ones here, we have to not to forget about them next turn. Move them up quickly. Yeah, they will come in handy over here. Now we have 15. We could have saved actually for the HQ, but nah, it's not the time for HQ. But we will keep it in mind. We will keep it in mind. Okay, here cutting them off is important. Security. I think the train could actually, now they can't reach us anymore. It should be no problem. And here we're gonna also dig in. Here I want to retreat a bit. Yeah, now the Ural Whites already yeah, here with these boys. I think this is actually a great spot for our cav. There's more cav up there, okay. Yeah, this is he really brought in so many troops here in this area next to the borders of Letsk, and this seems to be really important to him. Yeah. To be honest, since I feel like I can halfway ignore this since we saw how it was. I mean, there will be more units here, but cutting this off is still such an option. And this, I don't know if he doesn't see this as a threat. Maybe I don't see it as a threat that he could potentially punch down here to Luhansk and Novocherkassk, but come on. We can always easily reinforce. I'm gonna be interesting to see, definitely. And the width here of the planes and so forth, I can so nicely control with my cavalry and Cossacks, so I'm really happy about them. And we're getting at least one corps as reinforcement in here. Okay, so much about that. Let's talk about the situation over here. And here, let's move them here. Let's see. Yeah, there is still somebody in there. Good to know. Can we fully reinforce? No, we don't even have the money. And here, I don't want to attack here. Terek Cossacks, are there even Southern Whites, right? Yes, they are. Good to do that. Then I rather want the active cavalry, but the core here will be also taken care of at some point. Really happy we could save it. And yeah, just here, this is just cavalry territory in my opinion. This makes just sense with the reconnaissance, with the speed and so forth. It's going to be hard for him to move down here. Yep. But so much about this one. We will get back to the Southern Whites with their spendings, of course, in a bit. Yeah, but what are we going to do about the situation up here? I mean, definitely retake Perm. Move up also. And that's interesting that we can actually conquer stuff a bit with the train. Yeah, the checks are definitely helpful here. Pushing up a bit here. Interesting here. Birsk, he really fully retreated from everything. That's insane. Do we get any supply in this area? But we have to try now. Wow. That's really unexpected. That maybe it's a trap, so I'm not gonna go too hard, but given the amount of stuff at other places. 0.25 per strength per turn. Just want to check. Sorry, got distracted. I'm gonna expand and take that since it's MPP and also definitely some morale. What was this price in Kharkov? 16 MPP. Why is this so strong? Because it's the capital. All the three of them. That's kind of crazy. The value of the mine is it's less than the capitals. Okay. But here Tsaritsyn is 10 MPP. Is a city, right? Is Perm also 10 in this case? Ornburg is a capital. It's also 2 MPP, right? We should maybe focus. This is just... we're gonna see. Probably it's gonna stack up to 10 MPP again. Yeah, that will help the Euro rights for sure. Taking here 20 for the Euros would be definitely helpful. Maybe I think we're gonna actually. I think I'm gonna use the Ural Cossacks to go for them. I'm gonna reinforce and dedicate some of the troops over here with the HQ, if we somehow can. Here Ufa, I mean at some point he has to, yeah, we can march up here. At some point if we surround him from the back, I think he has to retreat his Ufa position too. So that's absolutely fine. Let's have some units around. I hope this was not a elaborate trap he set up here and now he's gonna surround us with all his cav, but to be honest, given we saw Bujoni's 11 cav here, more cav that came out, that's definitely, he didn't have too much before. I feel like the Bujoni's army is here, and given that he retreated and nothing's, I think he can't just afford right now holding it back. Yeah, again, quick turn, almost the turns are getting quicker, but we're also now in the winter mode where things are chiller or not so much mobility. I'm so happy. I think he can't break through here. There's no chance unless he brings more, and then we're actually gonna get our Karelian division. It's gonna be really helpful. I wonder if he's gonna hold the line with these boys. Yeah, probably. There's nothing else to do, to be honest. Yeah, Karelia must be really annoying. Okay. Brought in the Poles. Nothing to do over here. I wanted to reinforce the southern whites. 320. But let's see if we can do the reinforcement here. What was it? Oh, come on. I think potentially this might be helpful. Let's do it. 325. We're not buying the... Or was 325 exactly the HQ? I forgot. No, 390. Oops. Yeah, no chance. We also have to operate and put up new things next time. Buy stuff, new stuff. That's our reinforcements that are incoming. They're substantial, definitely. Maybe with the amount of enemy troops, we have to also invest into a bit of width. But let's have a quick look first on the research with the Poles, since we finished something. Damn it. I was so excited to go into airship development, but now we should do infantry. I'm still gonna do airship development first. You might think I'm crazy, but... we can either double cheat and completely ignore this, but I kind of expect the Poles not to get into fights anymore so quickly. So therefore we're going airship development, and I will... Guys, I'm actually going to double cheat it. It's a radical decision, and some might say this is absurd, but yeah, we're buying this airship anyways. When is it coming? In January. And it's the easiest way for us to engage from probably behind the front line. From Minsk, we can reach with the airship to bombard with Smolensk, with Vitebsk. From here, yeah, Pskov, we can help out with the airship. I think it's kind of a strategic bomber light, as I perceive it. Is it? Is it? Resource 1, yeah. So we can bomb down supply with the airship, and it gives us reconnaissance. So I'm kind of happy about it. So much about the Poles. I know we have the Southern Whites, of course, that also had research breakthroughs. Yep, they did, but we invested here, we invested here. Tank is incoming, great. Yeah, artillery, it's debatable. We have still the amount of money to potentially buy some artillery, but again, mobility is a great one, but it costs a lot of MPPs later on to also put it into the decors for the upgrades, so not 100% sure about that one. Yeah, we kind of reframed from industrial and production. Normally I like that, but I put everything onto the ground. Did the enemy invest in that actually? Let's have a quick look. For the reds, I feel like it makes sense maybe. But actually the income has rather sunk than stabilized. And since the enemy is not remotely close to outproducing us as the South, I feel like, yeah, now it would make sense to have industry tech, but we have the one production, right? No, we don't even. I thought I had one production. Oh, good. Logistics is definitely something I want to mind double shit. The rest here. And we're not having Airforce, we're not using fighters, nothing of that. Gas shell, not spying takes too long now, also not really interesting in my opinion. It's either logistics or just buying more stuff. Come on, let's do it quickly so we have it out here. And then I guess it's gonna be, surprisingly, another core. We bought one for the Don Cossacks last time. Or 2 divisions. We have no militias available. Or another armored car. That was also interesting, right? And it takes quite long. A course take 5 turns. Oh, 5 months. Okay, now it's the time to buy cores in the winter. We're gonna get the 4th Ukrainian core. Perfect. And then, yeah, we'll see. We fire out some divisions maybe soon. Or an HQ for the Southerners. We have then 4 Ukrainian, by really building a Ukrainian army. This guy here is just waiting for them, Mr. Tutinuk, with rating 6. Now he has just these 2 divisions and some militias, but next year we'll, with the 4 corps and 2 divisions, this is a solid army that can definitely take on a strong point. Yeah, hopefully this won't fire back here, but I think this was a good move to retreat. And yeah, with the bad weather, with the rain, the snow, I think he won't go into real offensive. He can't really move far. He might take out 1 or 2. Like, if he wants to let him take out the division, I doubt he can take out even the core. Yeah, or anything like that. Yeah. Perfect, then let's quickly finish the turn together. Oh, forgot smack talk, damn, but okay. The Palmerides, 10,000 leftists arrested in the USA. Tank development, nice. Well, infantry development for the northern whites, right? No, sad. Oh, but also for the southern whites, that's great. Right? Oh no, the northwestern whites, damn it. Also great. Wow, good income. Good stuff. And that seems to be it. So, as always, if you haven't yet, it would be fantastic if you leave both of us a like and subscription to support our channels and our work. Thank you so much for that. And apart from this, yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. As always, I'm happy to engage with you. I'm happy to answer all your questions, to your wishes and your desires. Thank you for your comments, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode, when we might already look into 1920 and see how we can kick off a new year for our white armies. I'm excited. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.